Haven't you recorded the last one?
Oh yeah, no, I always do.
Because it's still not uploaded.
Yeah, I'm pretty behind on uploading. I mean,
Ah, okay,
I don't
alright.
know
I
what
was
else to say
just
really.
I was just concerned, alright. Um I will just send you some game IDs.
Sure.
Okay. Can we talk about the three questions first?
No, can't do that. Sorry. No, yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Okay. Um as a Nyx assassin,
hmm
do you go for Iron Tail in every game?
Pretty much, yeah, I'd say. I think like when you're above 5k, you kind of have to. It's really hard to get farm otherwise.
Yeah, I
Um,
also feel like this, but I wasn't sure if I should really like mana boots, magic wand, and if I should go for my if I should rush the Midas or go for Iron Talon after that.
mhm.
If I had a good laning stage, sometimes I feel like I don't need it, but then I can't farm jungle anymore and hide on the map.
Yeah, no, I think you need it in most cases. The only exception would be like you're literally killing everybody and you snowball really hard. But that really doesn't happen if you're offlane in most cases. So, yeah, I think you need it pretty much every game.
Okay, all right. Need to write that down. Okay. Um. So if I pick a lot of Storm in mid now, or since I pick a lot of Storm in mid now, sometimes I just can't pick him.
Mhm.
Like against Night Stalkers, a lot of silence disables, whatever. Which kind of mid I should pick then? Which do you think is really good in terms of I don't know the English word complement on Storm, the opposite of Storm?
So, could you repeat your question, please? I don't quite understand.
When I pick Storm, sometimes I can't. I feel like I can't play him against a lot of disables, hard
Right.
disables, or generally counters.
Okay.
And I'm looking for a second or third mid hero, so I started playing Alchemist a bit. Not very successful because my team always wants to fight that early and don't understand that I need at least 3 core items. Um,
That's okay. Well, that's fine. Um, okay. So, what's your
but what
question?
do you think about Juggernaut? Is Juggernaut good for mid?
Yeah, he's a fine mid hero. He's a little weird, but he works. I'm not really sure what's being played right now, to be completely honest. Invoker is always good. He's kind of like, it'll probably take you a while to learn him if you don't already know him.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't want to play him. I hate this hero.
yeah, that's fine. I respect that. Um, I know PA mid is like semi-popular right now. I also know that PA support is like becoming a thing too, so I don't know about
Hmm.
that, but she's okay. Potom is really good too, if you like her.
Pardon. Okay.
But yeah, no, Jug is a fine choice if you want to play him.
Um. So how does Potom work? Like, should I go after Bottle and Raindrop and Magic Wand? Should I go for Face Boots or would you just rush the Aghanim straight edge?
It depends. If you're able to just chase people down and like actually right-click your lane, like, then yeah, you would go for face. Most of the time, I think you go brown boots, Aquila, wand, something like that,
Yeah.
into Axe,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and then build bots later on. I think that's the best way to play it.
And I feel like she's still very, very weak, even when I have my Aghanim Scepter in an even game. Like, I need to have my Blink Dagger to really start team fighting.
Mm,
What do you think?
I don't feel the same way when I play her. I feel like once you get Axe, you're pretty amazing. I haven't played her since they nerfed Aghanim, so that might have affected it. But
What did they
um,
nerf?
I believe they took the second Starfall hit out when you have Aghanims.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's what they nerfed. So you still get the double hit, but you don't get like the quadruple hit, I guess, is the way to put it. Okay. So yeah, no, I think bottom is good. I feel like if you're having issues with her team fighting, then it might be a positioning thing or maybe a target selection thing.
Okay. All right. Okay. Um. Gotcha. Yeah. Can we jump into the first game?
Sure.
I think I've already sent you the game ID.
Yep, you did. Okay, I'll share my screen.
Have you seen that we have a lot of sessions now?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't say anything else, so we can talk about it after.
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, not trying to be rude, but gotta be safe here. Okay, so you are Timbersaw. What did you have issues with in this game? This looks like a good game.
Wait, I need to jump in it as well. Ah, sorry, I can see it
Yeah,
on you.
yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
Where am I? Ah, the best Timbersaw in the world. Yeah, can we just jump in? No. At first, when I see a Sand King and the Winter Wyvern,
Mm,
um, I feel like if the Sand King goes for tri lane, I can't lane against this, since they just permanently zone me.
right.
And I can't really deal with it. So I thought, okay, it might be the safe option to go for Iron Tail.
Mm-hmm.
But since I'm a greedy bastard, I hope that the Sand King might gonna start in jungle, and then I can do it, right?
Yeah, I mean that's perfectly fine. Slark and Winter Wyvern can kind of zone you a little bit, but not really too much.
As soon as
Uh,
I have level 3, I should be fine on this lane.
yeah, it's pretty much like if you don't die at level 1 and 2, then you're probably gonna be okay.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, that's a fine way of thinking. I don't like Timbersaw offlane in the first place. I think he's a mid hero, but
Really?
yeah, I think he's okay in pubs and you can get away with a lot of stuff. But in actual Dota, it doesn't work. Like, professional Dota. But that being said, pubs and actual Dota are like two different games, so feel
Yeah.
free to play
I
it.
think I could also. So it's not the reason why I don't reach 7k because I play Timbersaw
No,
offlane, right?
no, definitely
Yeah.
not. You could get 8K playing Timbersaw offlane.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah. Can we jump into it?
Yep.
I really have had a new record now. I reached 5.250.
That's good.
Never reached this before, since I was always 4.9 or 5.
hmm That's good. It's
Um,
progress.
that was the fourth game. No, it was the third game where I was one game away from 5.250 and I lost it. And yeah, it's just about general stuff. So would like to fly about the
Okay.
laning stage and then about my general decision making.
Sure.
Wow, look at this board placement.
That's the one I used to play. It's pretty good. I'm a fan. Okay. I kind of like this one too. If you place it right here, like right on the edge of the spawn box here.
Which position from you would place it? Like
From down usually.
really? But
Yeah.
they can see me, can't they?
Yeah. So if they run right here, then they can see you for a second. But unless they're standing here or up here or whatever, usually you can beat people here if you just like run straight this way. You might be able to. It might be a little bit faster if you go through this way, but they're more likely to see you there. Yeah. No, I like this word. I think it's
But
pretty
they
good.
don't have. Oh no, they have vision on me. So like
Yeah.
when.
If they're up here, they can see you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Do you think the mango is the right choice?
Yeah. I actually think in some games you can go 2 mangoes. I
Yeah.
think it's good. Like, there's nothing else to say about it, really. It's just like, it's the same reason you would buy mangoes on Nyx, is he has a lot of regen, and
Yeah.
regen is nice.
Yeah. I also started to play Nyx
Mm,
a lot.
cool. Yeah, he's really fun. Big fan of that hero.
He creates a lot of space for my team.
hmm Okay.
So
So,
and I feel like the reason why I was able to get some experience was just because these guys were too stupid to zone me
hmm
properly.
yeah, this Wyvern's positioning is really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's, okay, these guys suck. There's no way you should get any XP here. He finally starts to hit you, but he's like solo hitting you. That was like after a couple seconds. So, okay. Well, you are getting XP, but this is like a standard pub off lane, really. It's,
You
yeah,
can get away with it.
yeah, you shouldn't be able to at all, but okay, see, now they're starting to go together. You still have Timber Chain, so it's a little late, but yeah. Actually, they lost a couple of CS because of that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, but usually I shouldn't get a single experience.
Probably not, no. Or if you do, you have to trade a lot of HP regen for it. Okay. Yeah, they're letting you walk up every time there's a low creep.
Oh wow, rune
Okay.
control.
Great. You get an invis rune, more XP probably. Okay.
So now they pressured mid, so I took the decision to do something.
Yeah. So Senking was mid. Okay, yeah. So it's just Wyvern up here and Sark.
And that was really bad for me.
Yeah, you don't want to challenge the Sark. Okay. Okay, yeah. So let's look at
Don't.
the issues with this. So I know, like, obviously you don't want to timber chain the trees. That's not what I was gonna get at. My problem with this is, like, when you appear in this lane, like, you should wait until you're level 3. So that way when Sark goes on you, you can right away start whirling death him and start, like, doing a lot of damage to him. So you should just wait until a creep dies before you pop out of invis here. You really want to have 2 spells for when you're trading with Sark. Then, like, okay, if you were in this position here, you could just whirling death and then timber chain away, and try to dodge his pounce. And if he doesn't land his pounce, then you won the trade, like, really hard. So I would just wait in this case.
But I always skill my passive 2 times level 3.
You shouldn't always do anything.
Okay, not always. Like if I play against a Sven and or whatever, then it's different. But usually it's the right call, isn't it?
I mean, it depends, right? Like, it depends on what you want to do. I mean, it's good, yes. You can go for 2 points in reactive armor, and then you play defensively. But when I play against Sark as Timber, I think, like, you have pretty good offensive potential. Like, obviously you can't smash him in lane, but I think, like, the armor is less useful against these 2 heroes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Wyvern does a ton of magical damage, Sark does a ton of magical damage. The regen is really, really nice, don't get me wrong. But I think having or at least having 2 nukes at 3 is good against this lane. If Sanking was up here, then it's completely different, or if you were jungling, completely different. But in this case, you're a 2-on-1 against Sark and Wyvern, and I think getting a point of whirling death is good.
Okay. But I think the worst decision was it was just a mechanical problem that I didn't find the right way into the shop area.
Yeah. You should have cut this tree and then ran in.
Yeah, it was just stupid.
Like, also, you can just timber chain right away. Like, you don't have to worry too much. If you timber chain though, you need to, like, realize that he's gonna pounce right away. So just get ready to dodge.
Yeah.
That's the only thing really. The worst thing you can do is just try to, take his hits.
Classic 5k trash.
It's okay. Okay, so you TP back top. That's fine. Okay. Yep, that's good.
Can you explain me the creep? Can you explain me the mechanics creep attacking under tower? Does it still work with this like 365 HP? And when I have 53 damage, then the difference is 12 and stuff. I've seen this once from BSJ.
I don't. I actually have no idea what you're talking about. I'm assuming it's HP values. I always go based off feel. I don't look at any numbers when I play Dota, really.
Yeah.
Unless it's like I'm playing Lion and I want to calculate my burst or something like that.
Okay.
I always know that 2 hits for Timbersaw for melee heroes or melee creeps and 1 for the range creep. That's all I've ever needed, really.
Can you repeat this?
So usually you have to hit the melee creeps twice as Timber. That's pretty much all you need. You want to make sure that you're, like, accounting for your creeps doing damage too, though.
Like,
so,
I hit them once, then two hits from the tower, and then the last one from me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. But that's the same mechanic as on melees, isn't it?
Yes. Well, I mean, it kind of depends. So let's watch and figure it out. Okay, so this creep... This one is starting from full, so we can watch that. You hit it once. 3. Oh no, so you actually need 2 hits, it looks like, from you beforehand for the melees.
But how much damage do I need to have for that? Like 53? Okay, that makes sense, but when does it change?
I have no idea. I just told you I don't know anything about the numbers. It's not my specialty at all. I always go based off feel. So basically, like, just watch. So you hit this once already. The tower's hit it twice, 3 times. Then, if the tower were to hit it right now... Actually, no, it would be 1 hit in this case.
Mm.
The creeps are like, you know, kind of messing with it a little bit,
Yeah.
but yeah. It looks like it's just one hit. I don't know what the math is.
Okay, I think that's the reason why I don't reach 6k, because you cannot explain me that.
Maybe, yeah. Sorry, dude.
No, just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very complicated, but when I watch Matambaman stream, he always clicks on them, and based on that, he makes the decision what he's doing, right?
Does he really?
Yeah, he really does it.
Huh.
Every time, every single time when he plays Slark AM.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah,
Like,
I've never done that. I don't know.
If he is attacking, if he only has the creep wave and the tower without his own creeps, then he's doing this. Okay. So now I'm pretty fine as long as, like, even if they rotate 5 people to me, even if they rotate Sand King, Winter Wyvern and the Slark to me, I still can tank a lot as soon as I hit level 5 or 6.
Yeah, you probably won't die. Why do you get 3 points in Timber Chain though over 1 point in Whirling Death?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I think this is like hyper defensive.
Yeah.
1 point in Whirling Death is extremely high value. It's like pretty low mana cost and it does a lot of damage. Like 100 pure damage is quite a bit. That's more than most level 1 nukes. So I think it's a big mistake not going for this at 5. I think like you could argue that 2-2 is good, or maybe 1-1-2 at 4. That's good as well. But I'm 100% certain that you need a point in Whirling Death.
I thought that I'm not able to kill the Slark without having a smoke rotation from Lion with level 6. And based on that, I took the decision just to play very defensive, since I was sure they have some kill potential on me.
Okay.
Like, the Lion was very underleveled, even minute 10, he was not close to 6.
I think you're kind of, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I think you're kind of like underestimating Timber's damage. Like, you shouldn't be able to kill Slark, but you can definitely like do a lot of damage to him and make him use regen with just 1 point in Whirling Death.
Okay.
I don't think this lane isn't so hard that you need like absolute max distance on Whirling or Timber Chain to get out.
Okay.
So I think you should get 1 point either way. But yeah.
Okay.
Also, when you do have kill potential on Slark is when you're 6 and you don't have all of your spells.
No, I messed it up. Okay,
Right.
I can see this, yeah.
Okay, so you end up buying Arcane's cool. Not bad timing.
If you start in the jungle, do you go to the small camps or directly to the hard camp?
I should probably go medium camp. So
yeah, exactly. I can
Yeah.
get more experience and more gold. And if the lane is pushing, that's also a general question. Like, I get a ward, and should I use this ward to block the hard camp to make sure that I can rotate if they mess the lane equilibrium up?
that's not a bad idea, yeah.
So block the hard camp, have an Iron Tail, go to the jungle, and if they start pushing with 2 lane creeps, I just go for suicide and use CTP.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a
Okay.
good strategy. You might just want to buy a TP early, like not at level 1, of course, but
Yeah, sure.
you might just want to buy one so you don't have to suicide. But yeah, no, that's a perfectly fine strategy. You could probably do that in like every single pub game and have a pretty positive win rate with it, regardless of what you're laning against. I don't think you should, but it's good in some games probably. Like, it would have been good in this one for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wow, look at these last hits. Is he really zoning the Slark?
Okay.
I think now I'm killing him. No, never mind.
Yeah, it
Sorry.
shouldn't happen. Okay. So you don't get this kill with Whirling Death, but you definitely don't get it without it. How would you play this better? So yeah, okay, I don't think that's a possible kill. You would need 2 casts of Whirling Death that both hit to kill this guy, so. Well, maybe there might have been something here. So you have to dodge the stun from Sand King. Slark does end up running back. You might have been able to Timber
And
Chain
there
to
was
him.
the kill potential, right?
Yeah, there might
I
have
think
been.
I was scared about the Winter Wyvern and I couldn't see her. But I see now that she's bottom, isn't
Yeah.
she?
Yeah, she's showing bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, so in this case, I think like if you had kept really close attention of where Sark was, you might have been able to timber chain to him here
Yeah.
and chakram him. That would have been pretty sick, but you could have done
Okay.
that for sure. Like Sand King had no stun, so he's a melee creep now. You don't care about him.
Yeah. Okay, to be honest with you, I just wanted to create space and wanted to give him a feeling of security.
Okay.
Because you will see
Very
now
good.
that I'm going to kill him easily.
All right, excellent. That's a great strategy. I think next time you could just kill him twice, though, if that was the plan, and that's okay. Okay.
Okay, now my... Yeah, Mirana's dying. Can you show me the show fight recap? I was just curious because they basically throwed away so much in this moment, and I was sure that the game... That's a very bad impact. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's quite a swing.
It's huge.
Yeah,
Because
that's a lot.
they were completely crushing the mid with her.
Mhm.
Like in terms of kills, not in terms of farming.
Right.
Yeah. Oh wow, wow! Is he really killing? Yeah, he's killing him.
Okay. Oh, Ricky shows up. All right. I was kind of wondering how you solo him from there, but no, that makes sense. I don't know why he didn't just run away. Like, all right, whatever. That's fine. You did a good job. Rolling def would have probably made your life a little bit easier, but it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, no, that's good. Alright, that was really sick. Nice job.
He disconnect.
Yeah, okay. I think that happened in the last game too, I'm pretty sure. The last game we watched.
That's how I reached 5k.
Yeah, I guess. Alright.
Just having very good internet skills and force my enemies to disconnect.
Yeah, also known as DDoSing
But
people.
yeah, you are right. I've completely forgotten it.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay.
Okay, and that was really the throw by us, because I was communicating with them constantly, and sure, that's my bad and my bad decision. But I said let's just push the tower. We are so far ahead. Let's take tier 2s all together, and then we take rush, and then we go high ground. And it was bad from us to go that deep.
Oh, what just happened? Okay, we're going back. Okay. We're here. Yeah, so let's go back to the tier 2. That really threw me off. Okay, so you said you told your team to group up or whatever and to go to the T2, and you guys threw from there. I'm not.
Yeah, so we have the draw, and they didn't have Blink Dagger on Sand King.
Right.
So I was sure we just can take the towers.
You can. You have to be careful though. They still have like Clockwork and Wyvern. Those are heroes that don't need like anything to fight really.
So you don't think we can slow siege?
No, you guys are definitely stronger. You just need to be careful.
Yeah.
You kind of need to frontline for your team in this case because you guys don't have any way to defend somebody who gets hooked. So you need to kind of find where Clockwork is and then get hooked on your own if you're going to siege. Just because you're the only one who can actually do that. Yeah.
So I was surprised how fast I died there.
Yeah, does he have max battery assault? Yeah, he does. Okay, that's why.
And I hadn't any charges on my armor, on my passive. I think that was the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Cannot kill me if I have like 10 or 15.
Yeah, he doesn't have the damage at that point. But in this case, you dove, so. I think this is like less about you diving the Clockwork solo and more about you not staying with your teammates. Ideally, your teammates just follow you here, and you guys like all go up this way towards the Clockwork. Then this it's not even an issue. He just dies, and you push. But in this case, you should kind of realize that like, hey, my teammates are right here. They're fighting. I can't go in, so that could be around this point here. Ricky backs off. Okay, Drow hits the clock once, which is kind of funny. But then like from here, she kind of Oh, actually, you get baited a little bit. Okay, that's pretty rough. I don't think this is like the best dive in the world, but it is kind of like Drow is hitting this guy as you're going in, and then she backs off right away. That's pretty tough.
It's a perfect Wyvern ult.
Yeah.
It was really weird all in all.
Yeah. Alright. Well, let's just chalk this up to like pubs being pubs, and that was a little bit too aggressive, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys would have had to have a little bit more coordination to do that. Okay, so that sucks for you guys.
Yeah. So we can jump like 5 minutes further.
Sure.
So I had the Bloodstone then. I didn't feel like we can take these fights. I'm not sure what was my mind process. But since my... Yeah, okay. I said we cannot slow siege anymore that good.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be careful and wait for good engagements.
Okay, no, I mean that's right. Like you guys can't. If you siege against this team, you're gonna get like blown up by Sun King and lose. It won't
And
be.
Clockwork
won't
is
be
also a
close.
big threat. Isn't he against our Draw Ranger?
Yeah, he is for sure. Well, at this point, Drow should be getting to the point where like she's not as threatened by him. It's more like if Clockwork engages, then Cog bumps her back. That becomes a real big issue. She doesn't have her mantle yet though, and she's not going. Oh no, she is going Pike. Okay,
Hmm.
so that's good. Once she gets that, she'll be fine. But before she has that, it can be an issue for her.
Mm-hmm.
That or BKB, whatever she wants to buy. But yeah.
But I don't know which team is stronger in terms of team fighting. I can't see those things. I think like it's quite even. Maybe the Dire has an advantage.
Theirs is easier to play for sure.
I'm sorry?
Theirs is much easier to play. Your guys' team fight is around like it's very scrappy and like less structured than theirs. Theirs is like okay, Clockwork hooks in, and then everyone presses all of their buttons at once on whoever that is, and then like they die and they win the team fight. Or like they go for combos with Sanking and an Invoker or Winter Wyvern or whatever.
And we have stuff like Mirana pick up somebody and then go for
Yeah.
objectives.
Yeah, or like you guys get a smoke screen and then you all have to go in at once. Or like Ricky can smoke somebody in the back while you engage on another hero. Or like Lion, Potom can burst somebody, or you and Potom can burst somebody.
Yeah.
Then Drow cleans up from the side or something. It's like you have no real structure. It's really like it all depends on how good you guys are, really.
Mhm.
And like what the terrain is like, how people are positioned.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough, I'd say, to win a fight, but it's doable.
So in this moment now, I decided to go for Boots of Travel, heavy split push, and I wasn't sure if I should commit to a pipe in terms of, yeah, let's just do it and hopefully it will work, and I'm so relying on my team.
Yeah. Okay,
Like-
so...
Like, they were all 4.8 or stuff. I was way highest in the game, and I don't like this position. I like it way more if I'm even or under the average.
Yeah, why did you go pipe out of curiosity? Like, what hero was it for?
For Sand King
Okay.
and
That's...
or Winter Wyvern, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's okay. I think...
Invoker.
Here's the thing with pipe, is it's a great item. I love the item, but it's useless if your team is already going to go BKB. Right? It's like, it's really helpful for your supports, but your supports shouldn't be getting comboed by Sand King anyway. Like, if they are, that's like a positioning error. Like a really serious one. So I think pipe is good when you're playing against magic damage and your teammates are not also going to build BKB. Or it's really good against magic damage that like you can't position against, like Zeus or Spectre with Radiance, something like that. That's when I think pipe is better than BKB. But in this game, like Potom has to go BKB. Drow has to go BKB at some point. There's no argument for this really. I guess you could say that Drow could go like Manta and Hurricane Pike, but I think that's wrong.
Why? Why do they need to go for BKB?
Because there's too many threats on this team that are like BKB based or based around BKB. If Drow gets hooked by Clockwork, she can die to Clockwork solo with Blade Mail. If she gets stunned by Sand King, she can die. If she gets Invoker comboed, she can die. If she gets slowed by Wyvern, she can die. Slark Pounce, she can die. Which like Slark Pounce is probably like the least threatening out of all of those, but I think she needs that over anything. It's basically like it's too hard for her to do damage without getting stunned in a fight if she doesn't have BKB.
Okay.
That's my opinion anyway. Maybe a perfect player can use Hurricane Pike and Manta to be safe, but I don't think that's the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if I go for Hood, not even for a big, not even for a not even for a pipe, but for a Hood. I feel like, how to say this, I don't get that much farm then if I delete my travels. not delete. If I what is the word for it?
Delay?
Delay. Yeah, delay
Yeah.
my travels. So I think in this bracket and with these mates, like they are as bad as me, right? But I feel like I'm getting way more impact if I just rush Boots of Travel. Sometimes if I need more split push and pickup, I go for Blink.
Yep.
Sometimes I go for Yules or for Lotus Orb then after that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It depends. But do you think that's fine if I just go for Boots of Travel and
Yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, it's not wrong. Like, you definitely need to make sure that you don't want to team fight right away. Um, and like you want to play the split push game before you go bots. But if you want to do that, then bots are great. And the Blink Dagger is great too.
yeah,
I think it makes much more sense than saying like, okay, we can't team fight them right now, so I'm gonna build bots into pipe. It's just like that doesn't add up. You know what I mean?
it doesn't make sense, you mean?
Yeah, it doesn't like you're trying to do two different things at once, it seems, or at least your items are saying that like you're
Why?
trying to team fight with pipe, but split push with bots, or like you're trying to go split
Yeah,
push
sure,
and then
sure.
buy pipe
That was
afterward.
why I didn't buy the pipe.
Oh, you didn't buy the pipe. Okay, I thought you
Can't you
did.
see it? Ah, okay. I know. You know, I get it. You misunderstand. No, no.
Okay, yeah, no, I completely
I was thinking.
misunderstood.
I was
Okay.
thinking whether I should go for pipe or
Oh
I
no
should
no
go
no
for Boots of Travel.
no, definitely bots.
Yeah.
100% bots. Okay. Yeah, no, I thought you bought pipe, and that's why you were like trying to justify it or whatever. Okay, that
Ah,
makes
okay.
sense.
Sorry.
Good. No, it's okay. Misunderstanding.
So
Okay.
I have now 105 creeps after 22 minutes as an offlaner. I think that's quite okay.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Like I always try to have like 120 as a mid player after 20.
That's pretty low, depending on what you're playing.
Yeah, it's sorry, as a storm, always as a storm.
Okay. Really, as Storm, that's all you would get after 20 minutes? I feel like it should be a little higher than that.
Really? Yeah, I'm just bad.
No, I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't really play mid anymore, so. I mean, I guess that's
Can
really
be
okay.
more as well, but sometimes I need to fight. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not really sure. I don't think I don't again, like I said, I don't really worry about like numbers like that too much.
Hmm.
Um, that's just not my style really. I always go based off of feel and like you know what feels good. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
and like I use logic too. I don't just like completely ignore that stuff. But the numbers don't matter too much to me really.
Okay. I really need that to have a feeling for Dota. I don't have this.
Oh yeah, so you're a numbers person. Okay. That's fine.
So the problem, what was the problem in this fight? So on the one term, we should not fight without any vision, and we should not fight into their jungle.
Yeah, and you guys are really split up too, which is okay, but you need to be split up in a different way. It needs to be like, you guys are split up and targeting different people rather than like, these two are completely cut off from the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Invoker has Ags, these guys are good. Okay. I think you probably shouldn't be focusing the clock here. It's okay to do damage to him, but you're kind of like killing yourself. That was all from Clockwork. You lost like half your HP from the Blade Mail, so... Did you get like Orchided or something?
No, but
No,
I should
okay.
have had backed up. I can back up onto the left, or I should have had used my W in the direction to my lion and so in the direction of bottom.
Yeah, pretty much. You want to go down towards these guys if you can. It's kind of tough because there are no trees here, but I guess you could maybe you could go here and then timber chain to this. I think you can make that. I think that's doable. Yeah, that'd be something that'd be okay, but you definitely don't want to re-engage here. Also, I think just timber chaining away from the Clockwork would be better. You know he's gonna Blade Mail. Like that's what Clockworks do. They just go on you and Blade Mail. So I think that was kind of a big mistake. It's hard for you to teamfight if you're half HP when you start it. So. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm also not really ready for it. Like if I was having a Blink Dagger and a Ganem Scepter and a BKB.
Yeah, I mean, of course that would make it easier. I think you could just get a BKB or just get a Blink or go Blink Ags or Blink BKB. I think those would be fine.
Yeah, okay.
You could also go, I want to say Shiva and like kind of initiate. basically your team just needs like vision and time and control. Like you guys have plenty of damage with these heroes. Um, Shiva would be okay. What did you actually end up going? Oh, you went Shiva. Okay, you went Shiva BKB. Cool. Okay.
Like, for me, that's not a typical Shiva game. Since I go Shiva if they have heavy right clicks,
Hmm.
burst me just down with that, or if I feel like they have two very position reliant carries.
Right.
Is it a right approach?
I think that's fine. I mean, like the thing with Shivas is, yes, it's good in those situations, but it's also it adds a lot of utility with like vision, and control. So like there's a lot of power in just activating your Shivas and timber chaining in or blinking in. It gives you vision in that entire circle, and it also like stops any blink daggers. It
Yeah.
slows those heroes, so like it's really powerful. It's good if you need to be a frontline for your team, I think. In this game, you definitely need BKB as well, and you end up getting that, which is good. Um, but yeah, no, I think Shiva's is a good choice in this game specifically because you have heroes who can do a lot of damage. If you just control people and like stop them from going in.
Okay. Yeah. That's weird.
Okay, your mic is really quiet for some reason now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's good.
So, what is the purpose if I just split push like an idiot? Because I don't feel like that our team is much stronger in the late game, and if I delay it, what is the why it is so?
Well, okay, so here's the thing: is you're not split pushing to delay. Like that's part of the thing that you're doing, but you're split pushing to specifically make people go somewhere. So if you split push and go to the T2, you're going to make somebody like TP here or run here and kill the creeps that you push. That opens up opportunities for you elsewhere. It opens up like, okay, maybe you can go fight mid or you can go fight bottom with a numbers advantage, especially since you have bots and you can beat it to any fight. Or maybe you guys can go roast during that time. You very rarely split push to delay a game. It's usually to force specific things. Like, yes, the game is drawn out because you split push, but that's not like the reason for it. Like that's not why you split push. That's my
Sure. It's
opinion on
based
that
on
anyway.
informations we get.
Right.
But that would mean that my team is good enough to let me push it out, and they push bottom, and suddenly we catch up mid and use the smoke and go directly into mid and try to fight there.
Not necessarily. It could be easier than that. Like it can just be you go push bottom during that time. It can be that simple as well. It's like yes, I get what you're saying. Like, and you need teammates that kind of do their job usually. But do you have any alternatives here? Like, what would your plan be if you don't split push in this game? Would you try to team fight these guys with your teammates who you don't even trust?
Yeah, we keep fighting, and hopefully we will pray to God beforehand, and
Yeah.
maybe we will do it.
Yeah. See, like I'm not a fan of that style personally. That's why I always talk about split pushing. Like that's the
Yeah,
only consistent way to get people to do what you want in Dota.
sure.
At least the enemy team anyway. So that's
Yeah,
why I would do that in this game.
yeah,
Also, you would get really strong and you scale well, so that's good.
yeah. So even if I had some really bad plays, like I died 4 or 5 times without any reason, all in all, I feel like I was compared to my mates or compared to how that game goes, I was quite farmed and had some good kills, went on godlike streak and stuff with just the bloodstone charges.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think you should worry about that stuff personally. I don't think it matters.
What do you mean?
Like
Like,
worrying about how you're farming compared to your teammates. I don't think that's relevant really. It's yes, okay, it's good. Like if you're out farming your carry, that means you're probably doing a good job, but I don't think it matters really. I think you should just like do your best. You know what I mean? Like and not worry about how your teammates are doing. Like yes, okay, so there's a difference between that and like checking to see if Drow has or Manta or BKB or whatever before you fight. That's completely different. But don't worry about the farming really. If like you're trying to out farm them or whatever, just try to farm as fast as you can. Yeah.
okay. So why we lose this fight again?
Let's find out.
So good that we killed the Sand King that early.
Yeah, he only gets one stun. You guys kill him. Invoker, Wyvern go right. Okay. Clockwork lives for a while. That's fine.
What should I do right now?
Potom instantly dies. Hold on.
Since I think the problem is just the position of my mates there.
Yeah.
We don't have vision on the top of the cliff.
Yeah, it's just like everyone kills Potom because of Winter's Curse. The best thing you can do is just like chakram onto this cliff, but you don't have it right now. Ideally, you didn't have to use it to kill Clockwork because he was one hit away, but that's honestly the best thing you can do. Is they just got comboed. There's not much you can do about that.
Right now, I just need to disengage and try to keep farming bottom or split push bottom after we lost the fight.
Yeah, pretty much. It doesn't. Well, actually, you can stay here, but you need to wait for Potom to get back because she bought back. It's still pretty tough because there's a BKB Slark here, so you can't do much against him. Did you guys split up? Okay, so these heroes die. They get tornadoed, comboed. Ricky dies. Lion's probably died. Yeah. Okay. So here's the issue: is you are on this side of the fight, and Mirana's on this side. Drow is on this side. You guys have no way of doing damage together, and that means you're probably not going to be able to focus anyone down. This is kind of tough. I would say that you shouldn't dive them in this case. Killing the Clockworker is fine, but then you kind of want to back up and disengage with your team if possible. It's either that or you just like completely disengage like you said and go bottom. I don't think splitting yourself up from the fight is a good idea because you can't just like solo kill these guys. They have too many tools to stay alive. Like maybe if they were like 1 HP and you just nuke them down really quick, that'd be fine, but I don't think that's viable. I think staying with your team is pretty important. That being said, I don't think like you would have any options there, so probably disengaging is the best option. But if you were to approach this fight, you should definitely like stick around with your team. Obviously not as close as they were to where they were all like getting, you know, Winter's Cursed, but you get what I mean. Okay. So you go back, working on your BKB now. Okay. Should kind of realize that they're probably doing Rosh since they just want to fight. It looks like he might. Okay.
What do you mean? How should I know this?
Well, they just want a team fight, right? And like nobody is showing anywhere.
Ah, they just won a team fight. I
Right.
understood 1-2 team fight.
Oh yeah, no, they just won one. And like also this wave is kind of telling. Nobody is farming this, which is really weird. That's a really safe wave. This is less safe, and it's also going to be pushing, so it's a little weird. Yeah, I think it's like I want to see when they started it actually. Okay, so you still have 2 people dead. You're still in Fountain, so they actually started like pretty late.
But we could have had contested that. Do we need to contest against Sand King and Winter Wyvern?
I was about to say like you could try to contest it, but I think you die. If you want to contest, the best way to do it is to like attack from different angles and not all run down this path here.
Yeah.
You could come from.
That's
this
the
side and
moment
chakram
when we
over,
need
but-
the BKBs, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Like this is the point where like if you don't have BKBs, you lose this fight and could lose a game. Yeah, it's really hard for you to teamfight these guys without BKB. That's all it is. You'd have to just like seriously outplay them. You guys could poke with like Potom and Timber, but I don't know if that would be really effective.
Okay. Do you think it's the right decision what I'm doing?
Yep. The fight was already like pretty much over before you would even get there, so you did the right thing. You pushed up bottom, and then you're going to push top. That's good.
No, I mean even when they try or when they kill somebody from my team.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think you just said that, right?
Yeah. No, like the fight is already over, so you don't want to be there. It's good that you're not going there.
Yeah.
Oh, awkward. Okay. I think were you trying to get his boots?
No.
What did he even drop then?
I think I just wanted to force a rotation
Oh, okay.
to let them not push mid or whatever. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I was sure I can come out. They can't really kill me. But if they was TPing their Sand King, I'm dead, right?
Yeah, pretty much. If you had done this, like, if you had waited for your bots to be up, then you could do this. You could just, like, go on the Wyvern and then Timber Chain TP right away, and they can't respond. Actually, no, Wyvern could curse you. That's tough. I think this is fine, just really risky.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow, he missed. Okay, I just think it's unlikely that they're gonna push mid right now. Um,
Mm.
there's just a
So
fight bottom, and they were
I
already showing bottom, so
I think the best play would be if I just use my double view to disengage rather than to engage.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
In this case, you blink ult and then Timber Chain, I believe. Yeah, okay. So if you just gone backwards, you'd be totally fine. You'd be in the clear. You still might even force a TP that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So either way, I mean, this is a lot of space. Um, not the most calculated, but you just had to go bottom too, which is really good. Okay. Lion
Don't
ends
know
up
how
dying
many
somehow.
people is
Yeah,
dying. I don't
somehow
get.
ends up dying when he sees 5 people, but what can you do? That's Dota. Okay. That's pretty rough. That does suck, but not much you can do about it. Okay, as soon as you see Sark here, like, okay, so I was gonna say that you should go cut the wave, like, when you're around right here, and they were showing mid, but I kind of realized that, like, okay, you can't just, like, run this way when Sark could be there. But as soon as you see him on a ward, which I believe the first time you see him is right here. Where did you have a ward? Right here. Okay, so you
Mm-hmm.
see him as soon as he walks this way. You actually could wait for him, like, in Rush Pit or something, and then just run by him, and go get the wave. That would be a pretty good option.
Ah, you mean backdoor the mid wave?
Yep. I think that's
That's
something you could do
crazy.
here. Yeah, but it's very doable. Clockwork is like the scariest hero to do that against by far, but he was showing mid at the time. Slark was like
Mm-hmm.
the only obstacle here. I think that would be a good option
Ah,
for you.
okay. So if I see all 5 of them, okay.
Yeah, I think that's a
Look
really
at
good
my
way to
drone now.
just
By the way, I became really mad now. I think.
what other items?
No, no, no. That she's dying there.
Oh, eee. Well, she got a right click off on Slark. I think that was worth it. Okay, that was really bad. Well, I mean, you can't do anything about that though. Is the thing like.
No, no, but I said fight tier 3. Don't fight them 2-2. That makes no sense.
It's actually, I have a question. Do you use your mic a lot in games?
Yeah.
Okay. Like a
Don't
lot.
overdo it.
I personally think that you shouldn't use your mic at all, usually, unless it's like very, very specific things that are like really short, like back, 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 or something. Um, I, this is just like, again, purely based off of feeling and like trying to reason through things. But I found that games where people try to direct what's going on, that aren't like, actual team games or like, competitive games, I find they're very volatile. And if anything goes wrong, people tend to just freak out and like start blaming, whoever is leading or whatever.
Yeah.
And also, it's like when you play matchmaking, it's tough to follow orders at the same time because like there are so many things that you're trying to do on your own.
No, no, sure, and especially because these people don't know me,
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
trust me as well.
Right.
But so if I'm the highest or by far highest MMR, then I do this more if it's an even game, because people tend to follow you more.
Okay.
And if the game is going good, then I talk more than if it's going not good. Like I don't say in this moment to draw how stupid she is or whatever.
Oh yeah, of course.
I just
No.
say, yeah, let's fight in base beforehand.
Okay. So like yeah, I can't give you too much advice on this because I have no proof or data or anything. It's just like purely personal experience. I have found that in games where people tend to direct things and like try to make calls and stuff, they tend to go poorly. That's just my personal experience.
Hmm.
I have no proof to support this claim or anything like that, other than what I've experienced in the past. So take that however you want. I'm not trying to like dissuade you or try to keep you from talking to people or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's something
No,
to
no,
think about.
it's also really up to the people. I'm really expecting that some people might get so annoyed by me.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
I
that's true.
try really just to say when I'm mid and it's minute 4, I just say, okay, can somebody buy a ward, please? And
Okay,
usually this works.
that would be pretty annoying.
Really?
So what do you usually do? Like you say at 4 minutes, you say, "Can somebody please buy a ward?"
Yeah.
Okay. So that's like I don't know what I should call that, but it's like kind of not specific. Um,
What do you say when you are mid?
I don't say shit. I don't say anything. Um,
Like, these people don't react if I click on my chat wheel and use we need wards and blink on mid because
well,
they
yeah,
don't.
that's super annoying though. That's even more annoying than the saying word thing. Like saying, okay, here's the thing. So you'll notice earlier, or if you remember earlier, I said like give very specific commands, or like saying like okay back now, something like that. When you say we need wards or can somebody please buy a ward, that's like very not specific and not helpful. It's sort of like I don't know if you've ever played with an offlaner who has like said PL is free farming or Juggernaut is free farming. It's like that is useless information. Nobody needs that. That's like it's not helpful.
Yeah.
It's the same way as like okay, you're telling 5k support players to buy wards. Like they know they're supposed to. Maybe they're not doing it for whatever reason, and that'll irritate them if you tell them, or like maybe you'll remind them and they won't be irritated. They'll be like, "Hey, thank you, Innes. I appreciate that." That's a possibility as well. But I found that like if you want to um, get people to do, whatever it is you want them to do, get them to
Yeah.
do something, you need to be a little specific. So basically, like, um,
So what?
can I get a high? No, not just ward. It's like, can I get a high ground ward mid?
Oh, no,
Um,
no, no. I'm saying this. I don't say, can somebody buy a ward, please? I really say, I need a ward mid and stuff, but
okay, that's fine. In that case, if you're being specific, then okay,
I was
that's
totally
whatever.
confused now and was expecting, like,
Okay.
huh?
Yeah,
Okay,
okay,
makes
that's
sense
fine.
to me.
Yeah, no, as long as
No,
you're
no, no,
being
no.
semi-specific and you're not just being like, buy wards, noobs, like it's okay.
No, no,
Um,
no, 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 no,
okay,
no, no.
okay, good, 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 good.
I'm really communicating that I need a ward in mid or I need a ward for rune and whatever.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, I really don't share your opinion with don't use mic at all if possible.
That's okay.
I really like it as well if people communicate a lot,
Hmm.
like on useful informations, not on unuseful.
Right.
If they have a good attitude and stuff, but
No, that's
yeah,
fine. I mean, I definitely have like a more cynical, like mean look on the game and like interacting with people and stuff. So I totally think that's fine. Um,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Okay. So anyway, there's been team fights and stuff. Let's
Yeah,
talk
we
about
already lost since our draw bought back and died.
yeah, pretty much. I think like you
What
guys fighting at Roche is
what
bad,
do you
but
think were the three biggest points I need to become better, or I need to improve in this game? Do you have something what you want to?
three biggest things in this game. I think like most of this came down to like team decision making, but like items and things like that. Um, I'm gonna go back and watch the laning phase a little bit to refresh my memory here. But I think like the thing with Whirling Death is important. I think you
Hmm.
took like too defensive of an approach in this game. Slark is good against Timbersaw, but Timber is much better against Slark than you think. He can do a lot of damage, and Slark does not have a lot of HP at all.
Hmm.
So I don't think you should like dominate this lane by any means, but you definitely have aggressive potential. And you kind of like mitigate that by going Whirling Death and Reactive Armor. So I think 2 points in Reactive Armor is great, but you definitely want points in Whirling Death as well. So you can actually do
Yeah.
something before you're, level 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so I think there's that. Maybe like if you get Whirling Death as well, you and Ricky can get kills. That's a
Hmm.
possibility, especially on supports, like on Wyvern. She has no defense against that really. Okay, so there's that. I don't really remember how you played it. There was that one, mechanical misplay where you died, but
Yeah.
we already talked about that. So, um, I mean, I think your decision making overall was pretty good. Like you chose to push in a lot of cases where you should have pushed, rather than go for team fights.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there was the thing in the team fight where like you kind of like split up from your team, which would make sense if you were able to blow the Invoker or the Wyvern up, but you just don't have the damage at that point. Um, so I think it would be slightly better to like peel for them and just like slow whoever is going on them and then try to engage with them so you guys can focus somebody down.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe keep that in mind when you're playing team fights and you're on a mobile hero or whatever. It can be like pretty easy to get distracted and try to go too deep and dive like you did. So that's pretty big actually. It's hard to like give you much else really, because this was such like a lopsided game.
Yeah.
We did talk about how in a real game, quote unquote, whatever that means, if Sand King was like starting in the lane, then you would go jungle. Um, Talked about
Yeah.
the like warding this camp or whatever, and going to jungle with Iron Talon. Um,
Okay.
I think those are like the most important things. I don't think there's too much else. I think just like playing a bit more aggressive in lane would be good. Like being a bit more opportunistic rather is a better way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um,
Yeah, alright.
yeah, I think that's like pretty much it for stuff for this game.
Can I can we watch this game?
We have 4 minutes. We can talk about it.
Sure. No, I just mean the lineup.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. So it's okay.
So it was the highest MMR game I ever played. It was 5.6 average.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4 people above 6k. And I picked the bounty.
Okay.
Since we're saying, yeah, just pick a roamer. And I feel like, yeah, I fuck up against mid if the Wind Ranger is there.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite good against Invoker. I just want to give you my mind process.
Yeah, sure.
I can't really help out top if they try in it. Like, it's hard to deal with the ogre as a bounty.
Right.
Cause
Well, it depends on what you're laning with. It's not that hard. Oracle and Juggernaut can kill the ogre.
oh, you mean aggro tri lane?
Oh no, definitely don't aggro.
No, I mean on off lane as with the Nyx.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah. No, you
we
guys can't kill ogre.
we took the decision. Okay, just give Nyx the lane and try to help out mid.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't sure if I can help them to harass the Darkseer, because we had almost 0 kill potential against him the early levels.
So you said you do have kill potential?
No, we don't have.
Okay, I think you do. All you need is an Oracle. Oracle, like False Promise or whatever it is. Fortune's End.
Yeah. Okay.
So his snare, and you guys can kill him.
So focus mid and focus off lane.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, safe lane. I mean.
Yeah. No, I think that's like the pretty straightforward answer. I mean, if there's an Invoker in the game and you're a Bounty Hunter, that's almost always a really good option for you. You'll naturally have sentries. You don't need to worry about invis. You have an OD mid, so you guys have plenty of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's like pretty straightforward, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How many minutes left? 1.5.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like nickel and dime you, but that's okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the time.
Okay.
So what's up? What's your question?
When to go for Blink on Nyx and when to go for Etherlands? This is also a question I have written down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, if we have a lack of initiation, then I might gonna go for Blink. But would you usually always go for Midas first?
I almost always go Midas first, yeah. The very exception would be like you have no initiation and your team needs initiation, because some games you don't need it. If you're playing against heroes like Clockwork or like a bunch of strength heroes that just run at you, like Nightstalker, Darkseer combo or something like that, those heroes are naturally going to converge on you and just like push into you. So you don't need to actually like blink onto them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you can go for Midas and Aghanim's or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Aether Lens, whatever you decide. So that's kind of how I make the decisions. If it's like, okay, maybe my team has the strength heroes and I need to push onto them to help my team, then you would go for a blink.
After Midas.
You could go for it after, or you could go before. Basically, it's like if you think you're going to fight early, then I would go blink into Midas. But if you think that, or if you think that you're going to fight early and you don't need to help your team and you can just farm, then you can go Midas. But usually that's not the case. It's pretty complicated, honestly. But I think like you can almost never go wrong going blink into Midas or Midas into blink.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you go for Etherlands on her, or on him, on
I
Nyx?
very rarely did it. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I almost always went for like Midas Blink Aghanims or like some combination, or maybe Force Staff.
What you go after a Ganem Scepter?
Just whatever item really. Like Sheep is good, Octarine is good, Shiva's is good in some games.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a
Okay.
Therablade. Like pretty much any kind of item you want, except for like Daedalus. Probably not the most useful.
Okay.
It's just whatever is like good that
Yeah.
game really.
Yeah. Okay.
You can get creative. Okay.
Alright.
So I think that's it. Hope this was helpful. I couldn't answer all your questions today, which kind of sucks, but I guess that's what I get for not playing Dota too often.
No, you asked me every question I had,
Alright.
except of this last hitting under the tower, but
Oh
that,
yeah,
that doesn't matter
except for
actually.
that one, yeah.
That really doesn't matter. Okay, thank you a lot. I will try to improve.
Alright. Well, good luck, man.